be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, now that I've taken you to my childhood, let me tell you why you should make Pokemon your next hobby. If you grew up in the 90s like I did, you probably recognize the theme song to the Pokemon the series, an anime that I ran home to watch at 3:30 in the afternoon after school with my brothers growing up. I want to share a clip from one of my favorite episodes that introduces the one and only Squirtle. I love that episode. It is iconic to me. It's the first episode that comes to my mind when I look back and I think about the show. The next clip that I will share is when Squirtle joins Ash's team for the first time. And you can see the bond that they've already created, which is very special.
Hey Ash, that Squirtle is following us. Squirtle! Squirtle! Would you like to come along with us, Squirtle? Squirtle! Welcome to the team, Squirtle! Squirtle!
One thing I felt that clip really showcased is the heart of the anime. From the beautiful sparkling eyes, Squirtle runs and jumps into Ash's arms, and you can see the love between trainer and Pokemon. But the anime also showcases the power of friendship, with Ash and his friends on a journey to not only catch all the Pokemon, but thwart Team Rocket when they come in and show their hijinks. And Ash is on a journey to get all of the badges and beat the Pokemon gym leaders. And it's just a lot of fun. And it shows the wide variety of Pokemon while they're on their journey and catching them all. And each individual Pokemon has so much personality that you just can't help but fall in love with them. And everybody has a favorite Pokemon, and mine has and always will be, since I was a young girl, Psyduck. And Psyduck, this is my original plushie that I got as a child when I was growing up in the 90s, and I fell in love with him. And since I have gotten quite a lot of Psyduck plushies, including this hand-crocheted shiny one, and this cute little sleepy guy, and this big Psyduck here that I got for Mother's Day from my son. And of course, I've got a lot of other memorabilia too. The fact that everybody has a favorite Pokemon, I have come across this survey that Johnny Sparkles on Reddit did to try to find out who is the favorite Pokemon. And in his initial survey on Reddit, the top Pokemon was actually Charizard. But when he did the survey again in 2025, the top Pokemon that time was Mimikyu. And then I went and I looked at other surveys, and I found the official one that came from the Pokemon Company in 2020 that was worldwide, and the top from that list was actually Greninja. And that really just showcases that there really is a Pokemon for everybody. And on Johnny Sparkle's initial survey, there was only 4 Pokemon that got 0 votes. Every single other Pokemon was at least one person's favorite. And I really think that that really just shows the love of Pokemon. There are many ways of enjoying Pokemon. The anime was my first introduction into the world of Pokemon, closely followed by the Pokemon trading card game. I loved opening packs and playing the game with my siblings growing up. Most of my cards from when I was a child are long gone, but my husband actually still has a lot of his from when he was growing up, including the Venusaur and the Blastoise and the coveted Charizard, as well as probably his favorite in his collection, the Ancient Mew, which was a promo for the first Pokemon movie, which he had to stand in line, and when he watched the movie, only select people got this particular card. One of the things that I love the most is sharing the love of Pokemon with my son, Sebastian. So we started getting him Pokemon cards and opening them together as a family. And one year we got the advent calendar for Christmas, and he opened up a very popular card set, Evolving Skies, and opened one of the chase cards from that set, the Rayquaza. And I think that's really, really special because he got to have that experience and have that card. And we're going to hold on to it, since I know the loss, and I'm sure so many other children of the 90s can understand the loss of not having that chase card from their childhood anymore. I also have a collection of my favorite Pokemon, as I said before, Psyduck, that I have collected over the years, that I love so much. I don't have all of the cards. I'm still working on my collection, but I'm well on my way. And I even got my own chase cards, this one, Psyduck from 151, and this Misty Psyduck from Destined Rivals. Now, so many content creators have created ways to share their love of the Pokemon trading card and the fandom of Pokemon. And one I will show as an example is from Deep Pocket Monster.
Time to play that game!
Should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
Neo Revelation First Edition Pokemon cards, which recently sold on eBay for $326. But this set came out in October of 2001, and it is a biggie. But as you know, with these openings, it could go well or it could go very bad. Let's see what happens.
Wow, you didn't really do too bad. Good job, Pat.
Thought we could open up our own today. This is Destined Rivals, which is the same set that Misty Psyduck that we had came in, so maybe we'll get it again today. Let's see what we got. Should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. The lighting is a little, there we go. Oh. Okay, Seedottle. Oh, little Pichu, so cute. I like that one. Trainer. Not sure what that one is. I can't really tell. It's hard to tell. What is that? Murkrow? No, that's Dino? Hey. Oh, look, that's Misty Psyduck. That's not the one we were hoping for, but look at that. We got a Misty's and it's reverse hollow. Look at that. That's fun. Oh, this must be the rare. We did get a hit. It might not have been the one we were hoping for, but it's something. Electivire. Yep, that's it. That was our rare. Oh, that was so fun. Some people might be deterred from opening card packs these days because of how expensive the hobby has gotten. And I do admit that it is sometimes a little disheartening when, people buy up the products right when they drop and then sell it in the aftermarket for so much more expensive. It makes it more difficult to find product. But it doesn't stop me from loving to open the cards because it's so exciting to see what you might get. And you don't always have to go after the most expensive chase cards. You could just enjoy the joy of finding the cute, like Pichu, and the ones that you love, like the Psyduck for me. There are many ways to enjoy the fandom, including video games. So my introduction to the world of Pokemon was through the anime and the trading card game. But my husband's was through the video games. And these are from his childhood. His original Blue and Pokemon Ruby. Well loved and played throughout his childhood. Like I was saying, I didn't start playing the core games until my son was introduced to Sword and Shield, and I started playing with him. And I had a lot of fun experiencing that for the first time with Sebastian. And Pokemon really brought us together as a family through my love of Pokemon as a child, as well as my husband's, and now we all love it together as a family. The core games, such as the red and blue and silver and up through Sword and Shield, have a competitive edge to them as well, where you can play against other players, including all the way up to a worldwide championship that they have held every year around the world. And who knows, maybe you would land on top. If the competitive games are not your style, there are always more cozy games such as Pokemon Pokapia, which actually was just released in March of 2026. It's a brand new game that you can get today. If you like games like Animal Crossing or Minecraft, it's kind of a more slower paced world building, and it focuses more on the Pokemon than it does on the trainers. And so that's more your style than there is Pokemon Pokapia. Another cozy aspect is the Netflix TV show Pokemon Concierge, which I happen to love. It's a stop motion animation TV series that I just personally love stop motion animation anyway. So combine that with Pokemon and you got a winner in my book. It also heavily features my favorite Pokemon, Psyduck, and I really enjoy Pokemon Concierge and the other Pokemon movies and TV shows that are available. Another video game that was really, really big from Niantic in the summer of 2016 is Pokemon Go, which you can play on your phone. I remember Sean and I played when it first became available when we were living in Seattle in 2016, and it was huge. There was literally so many people out on walks and enjoying the game. And Pokemon Go has gotten so big, celebrities promote it. Even politicians such as Hillary Clinton mentioned it in her campaign when she was running for the presidency in 2016.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls?
"2026 marks the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, February 27th, commemorating the release of the very first video games in Japan. With that achievement comes a lot of memorabilia, like this fun card set, a lot of conventions where you can dress up as your favorite character or your favorite Pokemon. A lot of people love to cosplay and go to Comic-Con or other conventions. There's going to be so many events throughout the summer of 2026 as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. 30 years of Pokemon that has spanned so many generations of fans. So there's a real big nostalgia factor that plays into the fandom of Pokemon. Whether you started at the beginning, like myself in the 90s, or you became a fan sometime in the 2000s, and you found your love through, the evolutions. Maybe you love Eevee and Umbreon and Leafeon, or maybe you love Pikachu, or maybe you love Team Rocket. There's so many ways to enjoy the world of Pokemon, and I really hope that you decide to join us to be a Pokemon master. And remember, gotta catch 'em all.